Welcome students. Today's class we are going to discuss about what is Teachable machine and what are the features available in the Teachable machine and how it is useful for creating our project facial recognition using Teachable machine. So that's all the topics we are going to discuss about in this class. So let's get started. So what is Teachable machine? Teachable machine is a machine learning platform which can be used to develop machine learning platform projects. It is developed by Google for training our own computer to recognize our own images, sounds and poses. It can be used to convert our dataset into TensorFlow and Keras model in just fraction of seconds. That's the most important feature of the Teachable machine. So let's talk about what are the features available in the Teachable machine. There are 3 features available in the Teachable machine. So let's talk about how the Teachable machine is useful for our facial recognition project. For facial recognition, we are going to use the image project in the Teachable machine. For that, we are going to import our facial dataset into the Teachable machine and convert the dataset into TensorFlow and Keras model. The most important feature of the Teachable machine is we are going to convert our dataset into TensorFlow and model in just fraction of seconds. Also, it gives the code for executing our project. That's the most important feature useful for our project facial recognition using Teachable machine. So in the upcoming classes, we are going to discuss about how to import our dataset into the Teachable machine. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome students. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to create a dataset in the Teachable machine. For that we are going to select image project. In that you have to select standard image model. In Teachable machine, you have to create different classes for your dataset. For our project facial recognition using Teachable machine, we are going to create 5 different datasets, that is 5 different set of facial images in the Teachable machine. For creating a class, you have to select add a class. I am going to create 5 classes. After that, you have to rename the class for your own dataset. After the completion of all the classes, you have to import your dataset into different set of classes. For that, in Teachable machine, there are 2 options available for importing the dataset. The first one is the webcam and the second one is the upload. For that, I am going to use upload for my option. You have to select webcam. You have to select hold to record for recording your face in the Teachable machine. I am going to select hold to record to create at least minimum 500 images for our dataset. I am going to create 500 images in different set of rotation and angles. After the completion of your dataset, you have to close the webcam. Minimum 500 images you have to create for your dataset for the most accuracy in the Teachable machine. After that, you have to select the next class. For the upload, there are 2 options available in the Teachable machine. First one is the drag and drop option and the second one is the images import from the Google Drive. If you have Google Drive, you have to select that option. Otherwise, you have to select the first option, drag and drop. I am going to use first option, drag and drop. For the drag and drop option, I have already created different set of folders for my dataset. The most important step in the dataset collection is you have to create different folders for your dataset with organized images. That's the important step in the dataset collection. For that, I am going to select this folder I am going to drag and drop all the images in that folder to my Teachable machine. For the third class, I am going to show you how to create a dataset from the Google images. For that, you have to select Google. In the Google, you have to type your dataset name. For my project, I am going to use rock photo for the facial recognition. For that, I am going to type rock faces in the Google. After that, you have to download this extension from Google. The extension called Image Assistant. This Image Assistant will help to download all the images shown in the Google. I am going to select this option. Again, I am going to select Extract Current Page. This option helps to extract all the images from the Google. Then you have to select all and download selected. At last, you have to select continue. So this extension is most useful for downloading your images in the Google. After that, you have to drag and drop all the images downloaded from the Image Assistant extension. So these are the images downloaded from the extension. You have to drag and drop required facial images from the extension. I am going to drag and drop the images. After the completion of the dataset, I am going to create my dataset for my newer class. So in that class, I am going to upload the images shown in my mobile phone. For that, I am going to use webcam. For that, you have to select hold to record to capture the images in the mobile phone. So you have to capture images in all set of rotation and scaling for accuracy in the dataset. Minimum 500 images have to be selected. After that, I am going to create dataset for my final class. For that, I am going to use the both options available in the Teachable machine. The first one is the webcam and the second one is the upload. For the webcam, I am going to use the same mobile phone facial images. For that, you have to again select hold to record to capture your image shown in the mobile phone. Minimum 500 images. After that, you have to close your webcam. Again, I am going to use the second option, upload. In that, I am going to drag and drop the images in the Teachable machine. So these are the ways we can upload our dataset in the Teachable machine. The first option available in the Teachable machine is the webcam. We can use our own webcam to capture our faces in the Teachable machine. And the second option is the upload option. We can use our own dataset collected from the images we can import into the Teachable machine. So today's class is ended with how to create a dataset in the Teachable machine and what are the ways available to import our dataset into the Teachable machine. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to train our dataset. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome students. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to train our dataset in the Teachable machine. In the previous class, we have discussed about how to import our dataset into the Teachable machine. For that, there are two options available in the Teachable machine. The first one is the webcam and the second one is the upload. The most important feature of the Teachable machine is we can convert our dataset into TensorFlow and Keras model in just fraction of seconds. That's the most important useful feature available in the Teachable machine. So let's get started. For training the model, you have to select train model. Before that, you have to select advanced. In that, there are many options available in the Teachable machine. The first one is the epoch. Epoch is useful for converting our dataset into TensorFlow and Keras model with more accuracy and precision. For that only, we have to select epoch more than 50. I am going to select epoch more than 60. At least I am going to select 65 for my epoch. Higher the epoch, you can also expect more accuracy and precision. After that, you have seen batch size. The batch size is important for training the model. I am going to select the most default one, 16. You can also select any one of them from the batch size. You can also select 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. I am going to select default one, 16. And the third options available in the Teachable machine is learning rate. Learning rate is most frequent for the Teachable machine because it converts the dataset into training model with more learning rate. You can also set more than 100 or based on your own choice. I'm going to select 100 for my learning rate. So these are the options available in the training model. The first one is the epoch. Epoch is for more accuracy and precision, and the batch size for training the model, and the third one is the learning rate to create more learning for your model. At last, you can select train model. The most important feature in the Teachable machine is you can convert your dataset into the training model with a fraction of seconds. So today's class is ended with how to train our model and what are the features available in the training the model. There are three features available in training the model. In the upcoming class, we are going to test the model in the Teachable machine, whether the Teachable machine recognize our face or not. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to test our model in the Teachable machine, whether the Teachable machine recognize our face or not. So let's get started. You can see the webcam is enabled in the Teachable machine. It shows 100% on the first class because the first class is imported with my facial images in the webcam we have discussed in the previous class. For the second class, I am going to show my mobile phone to the webcam, whether the face is recognized or not. You can verify that the second class shows more percentage when my mobile phone is shown on the webcam because the model is trained by the webcam images. For the third class, I am going to show my mobile phone again in the webcam, whether it recognizes the third class image or not. Again, it shows more percentage on the third class because the Teachable machine trains the model very well in the accuracy and precision. For the fourth class, I am going to use my upload option to recognize the image face in the Teachable machine. For that, you have to close the webcam and select the upload option. So I am going to drag this image into the teachable machine. You can verify that the teachable machine shows 100% on the image dragged in the folder because the image is well trained with the teachable machine. At last, I am going to verify the last class with two methods in the teachable machine. The first option I am going to use is the webcam. You can also verify the 100% of the webcam shown in the mobile phone. So today's class is ended with how to verify the model trained in the teachable machine, whether the face recognized or not for my project facial recognition with the teachable machine. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to download our model in the teachable machine. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to download the model in the teachable machine. In the previous classes, we have discussed about how to import the dataset and how to train the dataset and how to verify the dataset in the teachable machine. Today's class we are going to convert the model and download the model in the teachable machine. So let's get started. For downloading the model, you have to select Export Model in the right corner of the teachable machine. You can see there are three features available in downloading the model. The first one is the TensorFlow.js and the second one is the TensorFlow and the third one is the TensorFlow Lite. We are going to discuss about one by one. So what is TensorFlow.js? The TensorFlow.js is useful for creating the machine learning platform projects in the JavaScript. It can be useful to convert the dataset into the JavaScript machine learning platform project. It can be integrate the JavaScript and TensorFlow. For that, you have two different options like JavaScript and p5.js. You can also see the code available for the JavaScript in the teachable machine. You can easily copy the code for your project. And the second feature is TensorFlow. It is useful for creating the machine learning platform project in the Python. For Python machine learning project, we can use TensorFlow option. There are two options available in the TensorFlow. The first one is the Keras and the second one is the OpenCV Keras. And the third option available in the teachable machine is TensorFlow Lite. And the TensorFlow Lite project can be useful for creating the machine learning project in the Android OS. At last, we are going to discuss about how to download our model. For that, you have to select TensorFlow. In the TensorFlow, you have to select Keras. After that, you have to select Download My Model option. You can see the teachable machine downloads our model with TensorFlow and Keras. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to extract the model and what are the files in the extracted folder. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to extract the model downloaded from the teachable machine. In the previous class, we have discussed about how to import our dataset and how to train our dataset and how to verify the dataset, and last, how to download our model in the TensorFlow and Keras in the teachable machine. In the today's class, we are going to discuss about how to extract the model and what are the files available in that extracted folder. So let's get started. For extracting the model, you have to select this option. You can see there are two files available in the extracted folder. The first one is the Keras model.h5. .h5 is the extension for the model, and the second one is the labels.txt. In the labels.txt, there are 5 different data sets created in the previous class. The first one is my name, and the second one is John Cena, and the third one is Rock, and the fourth one is Vijay, and the fifth one is the Roman Reigns. These are the classes created in the previous one. So today's class is ended with how to extract the model and what are the files in the extracted model. There are 2 files. The first one is the keras.h5 and the second one is the labels. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss our project facial recognition using Teachable machine in the PyCharm IDE. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. Today's class we are going to execute our project facial recognition using Teachable machine in the PyCharm IDE. In the previous classes, we have discussed about how to import our dataset and how to train our dataset and how to validate the dataset. At last, how to download the dataset in the Teachable machine. In the today's class, we are going to execute the project and how to install the packages in the PyCharm IDE. So let's get started. For executing the project, we have to use PyCharm IDE. PyCharm IDE is very useful. PyCharm IDE is very useful for executing the Python projects. For that only, we are going to use the PyCharm IDE. After that, you have to copy paste the code from the Teachable machine. The most useful thing in the Teachable machine is they provide the code for our project. For that only, we are going to copy paste the code in our PyCharm IDE. In that, you have to select OpenCV Keras. In the OpenCV Keras, in the right side, you can see the copy code. After copying the code, you have to open the PyCharm IDE and paste the code. After that, you have to import the extracted model files in the PyCharm folder. There are 2 files in the extracted folder. First one is the keras.h5 model and the second one is the labels.txt. Before executing the project, we have to install the packages required for our project facial recognition using Teachable machine. For that, there are 3 packages required for our project. The first one is the Keras and the second one is the CV2 and the third one is the NumPy. For installing the packages, you have to select settings from the right corner of the PyCharm IDE. In the settings folder, you have to select Python interpreter. The most important interpreter useful for Teachable machine is Python 3.9. The Python 3.9 shows no error for executing the Teachable machine project. For that only, you have to download the Python 3.9 from the Google. After that, for installing the package, you have to select plus icon. In that, you have to type the name of the package in the search bar. I am going to type NumPy in the search bar. After typing that, you can see all the packages available for the NumPy. So you have to install the required package only. For that, you have to select the package and install the package. After installing the package, you can see the success button available in the PyCharm IDE. After that, you have to install the OpenCV contribute Python package. It is useful for the OpenCV package. So you have to type OpenCV contrib Python. You can see the package available in the PyCharm IDE. After that, you have to install that package. At last, you have to install the last package Keras. For that, again you have to type Keras in the search bar. Then you have to install that package. After the installing all the packages, you have to select apply and OK. So that's it. Today's class is ended with how to install the packages required for our project facial recognition using Teachable machine. In the upcoming classes, we are going to discuss about how to run the project in the PyCharm IDE. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome to the final class. Today's class we are going to discuss about how to execute our project facial recognition using Teachable machine in the PyCharm IDE. In the previous class, we have discussed about how to open the PyCharm IDE and how to install the packages required for our project. So today's class, we are going to run our project in the PyCharm IDE. So let's get started. After installing the packages and copy paste the code from the Teachable machine, you have to run the project. For that, you have to select Run from the right corner of the PyCharm IDE. You can see the project is running successful and the webcam is enabled to capture our image. The output shows the classes of each dataset we have created in the first class. For the second class, I am going to show my webcam with my mobile phone. So it shows 86% for the second class. So the model is well trained with accuracy and precision. After the completion of your output, you have to close your output. So this course is all about how to create a machine learning project in the Teachable machine. In the first class, we have discussed about what is Teachable machine and what are the features available in the Teachable machine. In the second class, we have discussed about how to create the dataset in the Teachable machine. For that, it shows it consists of two methods. The first one is the webcam and the second one is the upload option. For that, we have created 5 different datasets. In the third class, we have discussed about how to train our model in the Teachable machine. For training the model, there are 3 features available in the Teachable machine. The first one is the epoch and the second one is the batch size and the third one is the learning rate. In the fourth class, we have discussed about how to validate the model trained in the Teachable machine. For that, we have validate our dataset with 2 different options. The first one is the webcam and the second one is the upload image. In the fifth class, we have discussed about how to download our model in the Teachable machine. For downloading the model, there are 3 features available in the Teachable machine. The first one is the TensorFlow.js for JavaScript project and the TensorFlow for Python project, and the third one is the TensorFlow.lite for the Android OS. For our project, we have used only TensorFlow. Then we have downloaded our model in the Teachable machine. And in the 6th class, we have discussed about how to extract the model and what are the files available in the extracted folder. So there are 2 files available in the extracted folder. The first one is the TensorFlow.h5 model and the second one is the label. In the 7th class, we have discussed about how to run our project in the PyCharm IDE and how to install the packages required for our project. For the packages, we have installed NumPy, Keras and OpenCV. In the final class, we have executed our project facial recognition using Teachable machine with fraction of seconds with more accuracy and precision. Hope you learned machine learning from the Teachable machine. So let's see you in the upcoming courses.